Okay. So I am gonna pull some cards. Um, Capricorn new moon, December 30th. And I was gonna pull cards for me, but I feel like my reading is gonna resonate with someone, so I just felt called to record. If that makes sense. Um, so let's see what pops out. By the way, I didn't even know there was a card flipped over, so we're gonna start with that card. And I just love how the card flipped over is the Six of Wands. That's a beautiful energy to start with. Yeah, I didn't even notice that card was flipped over, so we're gonna start with that. Okay. There's a couple cards here. Okay. This card? Okay. So, this is some beautiful energy, guys. This is some beautiful energy. So the first card I pulled out was the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is, as you see, he's being celebrated. Yeah, they got people behind him with sticks holding them. He's holding a stick himself with a, I don't know what that thing is called. But basically, it's like giving like celebration, victory, accomplishing something. And then the card after that was the Six of Swords. Love how six came back to back. Equal 12, which goes back to a 3. So like this is giving me like birthing something. Like something is being completed. Like very much you are leaving a place where you wasn't celebrated or where people didn't see you. It's like, when they be like, you find your tribe, like to start finding like-minded people, to find your tribe, to like go to the places that you actually like. So for example, if you like roller skating, then finding a roller skating ring so you can start attracting people who love roller skating as well, instead of like trying to force your friends who are not really into roller skating to roller skate. It's giving me that like you're leaving something victory, or you're leaving something behind that just no longer serving you. And it being a Capricorn new moon, it's most likely giving foundations. Like you're leaving a foundation that's like no longer serving you, or no longer really in the works of you right now. You don't relate to it anymore. Like for example, I'll give an example for me. I am eliminating junk food out of snacking. I used to have like a bad habit of when I would get emotionally overwhelmed, I would eat junk food. I will like just rely on junk food to like basically, how they be like emotional eating. That's what I would do. I'm done doing that. I have been releasing this. I've been doing it for a while, so I have been releasing it this year, and I'm actually at a state where I just don't want to treat my body like that anymore. I don't want to continue doing that. I know it's causing more harm to my body than it is good. And I'm just not in the mood for that. When I looked up, it was 333. That's crazy. And then the card I got after that is Nine of Pentacles. And then I got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is giving me like you are ending. It's a cycle ending. Like I said, you are leaving something. Which would that like you should be very proud of, that you are taking initiative to leave something. You are taking initiative to leave something. I'm sorry. I have a dog next to me. Yeah. And you have a direction. You have a direction. You know where you're heading. You know where you want to head. And I suggest you continue focusing on that, because it's karmic. A karmic cycle is ending where you are beginning to start over. When people be like, there's like a clean slate, like there's nothing here. That's what Capricorn new moon is giving me. Like really having a clean foundation, having a new foundation that's not like the others. Like my old foundation was me being emotionally overwhelmed, so I will go and distract myself, but I don't do that anymore. I sit down, I feel my feelings, I meditate, I give myself time to feel how I'm feeling. So do the same, like wherever this applies to your life. Like you actually see, like, where you're heading. You know what the goal is. You see it. You're holding it. You understand how to get there. You have a horse. You understand how to get there. And like I said, it is very karmic. So it is a portal open up. You could have to be like, oh, portal open up. It really is something opening up for you to where you get to move in a different direction, especially when it comes to your foundations. And Knight of Wands, trying to go there fast. You're going there fast. Like, it's going to take off. It's giving me, like, not trying to go there fast. It's more of, like, you know where to head. The fact that the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands came up, and then the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords came up, it's giving me, like, you releasing a whole mental, you're releasing something mental. Like, it could be either physical, it could be mental, but since I got the Six of Swords, I'm thinking mental. It could be mental. It could be learning to spend your money differently on stuff that you actually love. It can be how you take control of your creative passion. It's like basically understanding of where you're heading, and not, I won't say taking control, but just having having a direction. Because it's not really about controlling the direction. It's more of, I know where I'm heading. You know, when you know where you're heading, no one can tell you what's better for you but you. I say that a lot. Like, no one can really tell you what's good for your life but you. You go within for that. So it's like, it's giving me, you're tired of listening to other people. You're tired of listening to this naggy voice in the back of your mind. You're tired of just legit having this foundation that's outdated. And you're willing to move towards what you know you want. And you're willing to move there fast. And the last card that I pulled out that you guys saw is the Nine of Pentacles. Come on. It's giving like this is going to bring you so much success. If you are on a break of legit changing habits, doing what you got to do, and you know it's for the better, yes, it's for the better. I'm here to tell you it is for the better. Do it. Don't second guess yourself. Don't think, oh, but you know, I've been doing this for years. Okay, it don't matter how long you've been doing something. If something is not working for you anymore, then learn how to release it. It could be working for you for 3 years, and in that 4th year, it's not working for you anymore. You can't hold on to it just because you've been doing it for 3 years, or just because you know that person for 3 years. Years does not matter. I keep telling y'all, but time is an illusion. Time, like, when people be like, time is illusion, really think, like, time is really an illusion. Years does not matter. You could have a friend that you know for 4 years, and you will meet someone in a month, and they will treat you better in 3 months than a person did for 4 years. Like, legit, the time does not matter. It matters, like they say, quality over quantity. It matters of the quality of the thing. If the stuff is not bringing you quality anymore, then it doesn't belong there. It don't matter how long you've been doing it. Release it. Because I be listening to people, and they be like, oh, but you know, I've been doing this for so long. That's all I knew. Is your comfort zone. Yes, it is your comfort zone, which is understandable. Which is understandable. You know, it's understandable that it is your comfort zone. And you know, I'm gonna use all these cards. I'm just put down the deck. And look. Oh, I love this. What I say is karmic. What I say is karmic. Because cycles is endings. Cycle is ending. When it comes to the thing, I will say definitely, if you need a time out, if you need to take some time for yourself to realize and celebrate yourself. Okay, this is what I'm getting from, because I just pulled some, by the way, I just pulled some oracle cards for my tarot cards that I pulled out already. When, you know, for the Six of Wands, I got distance retreat. It says time out, blocked, emotional, physical distance. What I'm getting from that thing is take some time out to celebrate yourself. What I've been learning for the past couple of days is the little things, the little accomplishments really do add up. When you are not paying attention to your little accomplishments, it could feel like you're not doing anything. It could feel like you're not making any progress, but you are. Words of the wise, it's hard to look at yourself and see the progress because you're with yourself every day. Versus when someone else see you do something or into something, they're gonna highlight it very quickly because they don't see you every day, they don't live with you every day, so it's easy to notice. It's like, for example, say you gain 5 pounds but you don't notice, but someone else who doesn't see you often may notice the 5 pounds you may gained. So take some time out to really celebrate yourself. Don't let it come from anybody else. Of course, the compliments from everybody else means something, but if you don't feel that yourself, then it's gonna go through right one ear and out the other. So take some time to really celebrate yourself. And with the Six of Wands, I got illusions, I got Neptune energy, so it's giving me that you're leaving like escapism. It's like you're leaving the stuff that you see clearly now. You see the codependency, you see the escapism, you see the addictions. Like I'm telling y'all, when I got emotionally overwhelmed, I will overeat. That's escapism, that's addictions. I clearly see that this is not working for me anymore, so I'm choosing to leave. You're choosing to leave some type of illusion that was once pulled over your eyes, and you see better now. When I got the Nine of Pentacles, I got Mars energy, hot. Passion, lust, anger, attraction, vitality, action, Knight of Wands. It's so crazy because this card, it says Knight of Wands, and you know the Knight of Wands came up in this reading in general. It's given like dive exactly what you're passionate about. Dive exactly of the idea, especially when it gives Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is giving me that you have an idea that you've been studying, that you've been looking at for a little while, that you've been tapping into. Take action. Dive straight into it. Like, don't second guess yourself. Probably something that you're leaving behind is second guessing yourself and how you talk to yourself. Don't second guess yourself. You know what's meant for you. You know on a mind level and on a soul level what's meant for you. So don't deny that. When I pulled the Wheel of Fortune, I got shadow work. So make sure you are reflecting. You are understanding what this year taught you. Like, really understand, okay, this year taught me that. Like I said, take some time to understand your accomplishments this year. And take some time to understand what didn't work this year. And understand of how everything was a lesson. Really look at the lessons you learned this year, because it's helping you understand yourself on a deeper level. When I pulled oracle for the Nine of Wands, I got Venus offer. I got romance, love, beauty, creative arts, wealth, harmony, attraction, and offer. It's given, when I got this, given that something is coming in fast. Whether it be romance, whether it be a new job, whether it be a new career, whether it be a new hobby, something you're like, this is given very, the more you commit to yourself that you know you want the life you want, and you know the things to do to obtain that life, the more quickly the stuff is just gonna come to you. The more the abundance is gonna come to you. Because for the oracle card that came with the abundance is the thoughts. Feeling trapped, overthinking, Eight of Swords, in their head, worries, fears. So you're just like worrying, are you going to be like stable? Are you going to be financially stable? Are you going to receive all the money or the things, the earth, the material things that you want while you are still, going on this new path? Yes. It's going to come right to you. Yes. It's coming in hot. So if you know these stuff, like I said, it's karmic. It's a whole new cycle. You're releasing, like you're done with a cycle. It says learning karmic lessons, maturity, structure. You're restructuring your structure. You're learning what doesn't work for you anymore. You've, like I said, spend some time this year and notice what's working for you and what's not working for you. And be honest with that. If there's relationships out here that's not working for you anymore, be honest with that. Don't hide from that. Because at the end of the day, it's just not working for you anymore. Like I said, it don't matter how long someone's been in your life. It don't matter how long you've been doing this thing. It don't matter about anything. Don't make time be the reason why you stay stuck. Because that's exactly where you're going to be stuck in time. I don't know why I just said that. This is another oracle. This is called the Shamanic Oracle. The Shaman Oracle. By Jenna Della. Yeah. I'm sorry, I was not pronouncing that last name. But Jenna, you the girl. You the girl. I love this deck. Um, and then the other deck I use is the Yin Yang Oracle. Um, yeah, I'm gonna start really being more on point about the stuff I'm using. But yeah, this is usually I just use this Oracle to get like one last message. Oh, you see how that one fell out? So I'm gonna use that one. I'm still gonna look at the other two. Ooh, I actually want to start with this one. Look at this. It's so beautiful, y'all. It's so beautiful. It says Garden of Venus. Ain't that so funny? Because remember, I told you I pulled the Venus card of the last oracle. It says Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. When the Garden of Venus appears, you are invited, actually summoned, to return to the pleasure garden of love. It is time to leave the field of battle. Put your sword away. There is nothing you need to defend anymore. Step through the gate into the garden of earthly delights. Bask in the joy of the wish-fulfilling trees and scent of the healing flowers. You have returned home. You are weary. Yes, I'm weary of the face of the world. Okay, it is time. I'm sorry, I love that song by Solange. And it is time to rest. I've been listening to that a lot. And it's time to rest deeply and be renewed. Go into this sacred garden alone, as there is no need for another to be present to experience its pleasures. Really stop looking for other. Enter by yourself. Allow your sense to intoxicate you. Leave all thought behind. Lose your analytical mind and return to your body. This is giving me in a sense of like I said, really understanding what you want and not really taking on others people's opinions or taking on others. Remember I was saying it's given like a clear direction of what you actually want, and you have this clear direction, especially if I'm gonna bring like a little astrology pause. I'm gonna bring like a little astrology into it. We had a transit where it was Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. By the way, if you don't know astrology, then just listen to the message after. I'm gonna explain it. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, Sun in Sagittarius, and then it was opposing, which is opposite of Gemini and Jupiter and Gemini. When I saw that placement, especially when Mercury retrograde, because Mercury retrograde is about like reviewing the past 3 months from the last Mercury retrograde, but like basically reviewing for the past 3 months of like what happened, taking stuff slower, actually reviewing stuff. So when I thought of that transit, the automatically thing I thought of is everyone being shown exactly what's blocking their abundance. Spirit showed you, God showed you exactly what is not supposed to continue in this next season. Whether it be people, whether it be how you think, how you relate to money, whether it be how you relate to the world, whether it be material, whether it be your habits, whether it be your foundations, anything that is limiting you, it got shown in the whole first month of December. You got shown straight, like it ain't like that was something you couldn't hide from or can't deny. And even if you choose to deny it, you're just gonna stay stuck in a loop, because like I said, it's very karmic. So when I got up this, it's given like, give yourself the space to do stuff with yourself and by yourself and step into the renewed world that you have. Like, you are legit leaving an old mindset, an old self, to step into something new, which could be very scary. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's not scary. That's why it says give yourself the space and time. Remember when I told y'all like distance and retreat came up? That's what I said, like, give yourself the time to really sit down and review what really happened this year. Like Like, what did you learn? What did that relationship teach you? What did this job teach you? What did this friendship teach you? What did this family member teach you? Sit down and understand your wins and understand what you learned. So when you're moving into the next year, you're just not moving in some, oh, it's a new me, it's a new, no. You're going in with knowledge of know where you're heading. Like, yes, it's a new you, but is it really a new you? Or is it an improved version of you? You know? You got you gotta clock it. I got Wailing Tree. And when I see Wailing Tree, and I'm not gonna read the book that much right now because I feel like I'm getting like stuff from it. When I see Wailing Tree, don't, like I said, when you're reviewing, don't be afraid to cry about certain stuff. Y'all, I'm gonna be real with you. Last night, when I thought about how much I've been through this year when it comes to friendship, relationships, I cried. Because I've learned so much lessons. And like I said, yeah, I'm a boy, but y'all not gonna shame me of crying because crying is healing. It's actually a beautiful thing. Whoever tells you that crying makes you weak, they're lying to you because that's how you release stuff. Like when you look at I'm sorry, a real word real quick. When you look at sweating, when you go to the gym and you sweat, you know what they say you sweat in? You sweat in your you sweat in the shit you're releasing, like the toxins in your body. That's what you're sweating out. When you're peeing out waste. When you're taking on, you're shitting out waste. The same thing is with tears. When you're crying, you're releasing emotional waste. You're releasing emotions. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're crazy for crying or that you cry too much or that they try to shame you for crying. Anyone who try to shame you for crying doesn't have emotional intelligence or don't know how to access their emotions. So that's a projection. Don't take it seriously. But yeah, I'm sorry, I just had to say that word real quick. I got Wailing Tree, and Wailing Tree just gives me, like I said, yeah. When you looking at everything, don't be afraid to cry. Don't be afraid to feel sad. Don't be afraid to be like, damn. Because when I look at a lot of situations this year, I look at it and be like, damn, you had a lack of self-love. And that hurts. But at the end of the day, I felt sad about it. I moved on about it. I cried about it and moved on about it. And now I feel 1,000 times better. So don't be afraid to be in that state of where you need to release. Any way how you release, it don't even need to be with crying. It could be with writing. It could be with your music. It could be with dancing. Any way you release, don't be afraid to release. Don't be afraid to do stuff to make you feel good and talk to people that's going to help you release. And not even talk to people, talk to yourself. Learn how to talk to yourself. Learn how to make yourself feel emotionally fulfilled. Learn how that looks like for you so you won't be depending on anyone to make you feel good. And then this last card, I'm going to read it from the book. It says, the winter dream is a summons to go within. Your life force longs to turn inward. You see, they're telling you basically, this is not a hibernation. Do not fall asleep. Take your quiet, wakeful nature with you into the stillness and know that you are still replenishing your life force. Trust that the deeply buried seeds inside your soul, the ones you planted even before you were born, are stirring softly, ready to awaken with the spring. Do not try to rouse them early. Instead, surrender to the quiet of winter's dream. It's just giving me, like, in a sense, like, yeah, like I was saying, take your time to digest everything. You don't have to go in a hibernation where you just completely drop off the face of the earth and you're not going to show up for a home. No, like, legit, this next couple of days, like, just take time to really sit down and understand what you want, where you're heading, the direction you're going to, and what's for you. And figure that out yourself. Like I said, don't feel the need to have someone in your ear telling you what you want or what you need, because like I said, that comes from inward. And the more you turn inward for your answers, the more you'll stop looking for answers outside of yourself. Because it's really a thing. Like, no one could tell you the best thing for you but yourself. People could give you ideas. People could sit there and give you suggestions, but they can't really give you the answer, because the answer comes from you. It's like you asking someone, should I get this shoe or should I get this shoe? You know in your head you probably want this shoe, but you just ask because you're still being indecisive, and then they pick the opposite, and you know you in your hand you really want this one, Which one you gonna go with? You're gonna go with this one because that's the one in your head that you really was leaning towards, even though this person told you this one. But I was leaning towards this one more, so let me just go with this one. Thank you for your opinion, though, because at the end of the day, you come up with it. It's your life. No one can tell you about your life. No one can control you about your life. No one can sit there and say anything about your life. It's yours. So don't have people sitting here controlling it or have people dictate it. And of course, you know, if you need some opinions, you need some opinions. There's nothing wrong with asking for help or asking for opinion. But make sure that the majority and the important stuff that you are seeking help and opinions from is coming from you. Because at the end of the day, you have to live with that decision, not anyone else. Because I don't want y'all to sit here at someone and then once they tell you an answer and then you go with them and then you don't like how it comes out. Oh, I should never listen to you. No, you should have listened to yourself. Don't put the other person in there because all you did was ask their opinion. It's not about them. It's about you. You should have asked for yourself. And that's exactly what it is. I pray that you guys enjoyed this message. It was just a little quick message, a little quick, you know, a little. I actually really resonated because, like I said, everything that I said today is basically what I'm going through. So I pray that you guys are shifting beautifully. Continue to shift, continue to do you. Spend time with yourself. Understand the importance of spending time with yourself and staying in quiet and not feeling the need to rush. You know, in this society, there's a thing to where we try to rush things or try to go place quickly. Knight of Wands, like trying to take place quickly and try to do this. Oh, I got this idea. When you get that idea, doesn't mean that it's for now. It means that it's an idea for you, but that doesn't mean you have to complete it now. Slow down your mind so you hear stuff clearly, so you understand stuff clearly of know when to make your move and when to do this. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's not up to anybody else, it's up to you. So make sure you're treating yourself well. Make sure you're listening to yourself. Make sure you're sitting with yourself and loving how you love on yourself. Love on yourself. Take time with yourself. Do what you got to do because... Thank you.